Hello guys. So maybe you've already seen a video like this where someone calculated how high you can possibly go in Minecraft. I mean, I have seen one and I was a little bit dissatisfied with the answer. The guy in the video used, I think, TNT blast chambers to launch him up initially, and then he used elytras and firework rockets to go even higher. And I think he reached around 400,000 blocks. Well, that definitely isn't the limit, because you can go way higher, like way higher. So that's what we're trying to do today. Also, thanks to fellow quantum member K, who reminded me that I wanted to do a video like this a few weeks back. So, thanks. Without you, I probably would have forgotten that. To achieve this, we will also be using an elytra with mending, firework rockets, and XP orbs to repair the elytra. But do not be limited by our inventory space. We will be using a combination of shadow items and a duping glitch to have an infinite supply of firework rockets and XP bottles. This glitch works by setting the sound suppressor to channel 13 and then taking a filled shulker box and inserting it into a dispenser. Now if you power this, it will place the box with its content and also still have it in its inventory, so you can place this shulker box an infinite number of times. When we pair this with a shulker box unloader and with some shadow items, we can have an infinite number of rockets that we can take up in the sky and not be limited by our inventory or by how many rockets we can store in some kind of storage system here. Now to show you how you can do that yourself, if you're crazy enough, I will go into survival, and first of all we want to shadow our firework rockets. For this we will be needing a little client-side mod called Hat, which was made by Captain Solo. His channel will be linked in the description so you can check it out. And what this mod does, it allows your client to send an equip packet to the server which lets you equip any item in your head slot. Because in Minecraft versions, I think up to 1.20.3, the game doesn't actually care what item you put there, but that only works with the head slot. So by running the command /head, you can just put your rocket on your head. So to shadow this rocket now, we need to set the suppressor to channel 4, equip it using the head command, and then we want to go into our inventory and move it to our hotbar with the number keys, like this. And if we then exit and go again to our inventory, we can do this again, and we have 2 rockets, which are now shadow items. So we can put these into this hopper minecart, one of it, and then we need 2 shulker boxes filled with the same rockets, and put one up here. This one will be the one that will get duped, and this one will just be to start the system up. So as you can see, we will receive our rockets and the shadow stack is working. So now that we have our rockets, we need to shadow our elytra. For this we can use a similar tactic, but we don't need a client-side mod because you can just equip an elytra normally. As always, set your suppressor to channel 4, equip your elytra, and then using the number keys again, put it in your in one of the hotbar slots, and then put it in another one. So now we have 2 elytras shadowed. This you will want to put in some kind of inventory for now. And what you now need to do is get an alt account, or I guess you can also use carpet bots, and take the elytra and then go back there to let it automatically mend itself. So here we are on an alt account, and I will quickly grab the elytra, and as you can see, I have already equipped an elytra, which is the one we used to shadow. It just doesn't show up in our inventory. And now I will hold it in my hand and just stand here in this little chamber. So back on the main account, it still doesn't render the elytra, but if I try to equip this one, we can see that another one appeared in our hotbar slot, and it is syncing the durability. So if I now turn the clock on, you can see that it automatically gets repaired, and this one as well. So the last thing that is there to do is to also set up this restock station. Again, take 2 boxes, one in here and one in here, and this will just automatically refill this dispenser. So now we can set it to channel 13, so it dupes all the boxes, and with that we can take off. So now we can just, oh wait, and of course we need to activate the clock, right? Now we are ready to take off. And with that we can just spam these rockets and see that our durability gets instantly repaired again. But how high can you now actually go? With this system, one could think that the limit is actually limitless, but that isn't quite the case, because Minecraft sets a limit on how high you can stay in a world, which is 19,999,999. If I try to teleport there, you can see that I can just easily teleport here, but if I just try to go one single block higher, it won't let me. Now of course I can fly that high up, and I can fly a lot more high up, but if I relog into this world, the game will always put me back at 20 million blocks. So that at least is the limit where you can log out in a world. You can theoretically go higher, and I'm not sure what happens. Maybe it will wrap around sometimes and probably crash the game, but I don't really have the time to try that out. So if you want to do that, feel free to do so, and let me know when you do, because I would actually be quite interested in what happens. And by the way, in case you want to know, just to reach these 20 million blocks you would need 7 whole days. 7 days straight of rocket spamming just to get here. So if you have a spare week, then feel free to try it out and let me know what happens. See ya!